Okay, boys and girls, today I'm going to show you how to make a wire figure using 3 pieces of wire. To begin, all you need to do is collect 3 pieces of wire. When I start, I like to line up my wire as close as possible so they're about the same length. So right now the wire might be different lengths, but it's not a problem. So I'll line them up by tapping on the table. Next, I need to find approximately the middle of the wire. So I think this is the middle. And the first step is to twist the wire. So I'm going to twist all 3 pieces together so it kind of makes something that looks like a braid. Of course, when I'm using wire, I'm being careful because the wire is sharp at the ends, but you'll be fine. So I'm going to twist and twist. Keep going. Good. So you can see it's kind of starting to look like a person. This will be the arms, these 2 pieces, and these 2 pieces will be the legs at the bottom. So right now I think this is a good length for the arms, and a good length for the body, and a good length for the legs. You want to make your figure as proportionate as possible. We need to get rid of this wire in the middle, so I'm going to remove it by twisting it around the torso. This piece is the torso. So I'll twist it all the way around like this. Great. So now I have 2 legs and 2 arms, and this long middle piece can become the head. So I'll just bend the head and make a circle. You can choose to add a little neck also. This wire person does not have to be perfect. This wire is the armature of the sculpture, which means it's the base of the sculpture, and we're going to build on top of it to make our person thicker. So you can start to play around with the pose your person's in, but as we keep working, you'll be able to change it also. If you finish early today, and if you finish your wire figure, you can move on to the next step. Before moving on to the next step, please check in with the teacher. We need to make sure your person's the right size. We don't want a tiny person. That will be too small, and it will be hard to add the next steps. And we don't want a giant person. If we all follow the same technique, it should be this size. When you're ready to move on to the next step is to start making your person thicker by adding tinfoil. I have these sheets of tinfoil for you, and all you do is tear the tinfoil into smaller pieces, and we're going to wrap it around the wire to make the legs, arms, head, and torso thicker. So I'm just wrapping it around and crunching it together like that. So I think that looks great for the leg, and I can keep going. For the torso, we need to make the torso really thick. So what I like to do for the torso is fold the paper so it's the shape of an upside down triangle. So I'm just folding it around so my person will become a little thicker, so it's not just a skinny piece of wire. So now I can keep adding on top of that also. So this is the upside down triangle for the torso. Really, doing the torso is the hardest part. The arms and legs are a lot easier. For the head, I like to just wrap the tinfoil around the circle. And you can layer more and more tinfoil to make it thicker. Today, it's a day for unlimited tinfoil. You'll need to add lots of tinfoil to your figure, but you don't want to waste tinfoil. So try to use all the tinfoil that you take. When you're doing tinfoil, you might notice some of the pieces are loose. That's okay for now, because the next step for this sculpture project is to make your sculpture stronger, either by adding wire or plaster. Today is only tinfoil, and it's okay if it's not sticking all the way, and if you can move it, that's fine. The very last step before you leave is you have to add your name to your sculpture. To add your name, just get a piece of masking tape, tear off the tape using your fingers, and just attach the tape anywhere to your sculpture. This tape is only temporary, and it's just so we can label it for the next class. So just wrap a little bit of tape around and add your name using a pencil. When you're finished, there will be a pile for these people to go in, and then in the next day, we'll continue working on it. Have fun!